My mom is someone who inspires me every day. She not only helped me get through school with her support and teaching experience because I was diagnosed with dyslexia in second grade. So school is not something that has come easy to me. With the support from my family, I'm getting ready to graduate in 2 days. But back to my mom. My mom has been a special ed teacher for the past 31 years and just recently retired on her birthday, April 1st, 2020. She had to retire early because of the risk of COVID due to her health conditions. Back in January of 2017, our family was blindsided with the news that my mom had a very rare sarcoma cancer that was incurable, but at the time treatable. I had just lost my grandmother on the day I flew home from my freshman year at PBA from Christmas break to find out she had passed from lung cancer, and then to find out a month later my mom was headed into surgery to have a 9.65 centimeter tumor removed, which when they found out was malignant. It was one of the scariest moments in my life. My mom inspires me by her grace, courage, and strength every day. She always puts a smile and relies heavily on her faith and is a prayer warrior for just herself, but her family and so many other people going through cancer that she has met along her way through all this. She is currently getting her 84th treatment of chemotherapy, which also includes 30 radiation treatment. Her favorite Bible verse since being diagnosed is Joshua 1:9. Be strong and courageous, for wherever you go, I will go with you. This past summer, my mom and I got tattoos together. I will never forget that moment with her. She got one on her foot with a cross, and it says, He walks with me, as her daily reminder that God will never leave her side. And I got her verse, Joshua 1:9, on the side of my torso. My mom currently became a published author, and she is here to tell you about how that came about. I hope you get a chance to read her book and be inspired, as so many have, by her courage of telling her story to the world.
I was diagnosed in January of 2017 with a rare form of sarcoma cancer that was incurable, but fortunately treatable. I've spent the last 31 years teaching special education in the Delran School District and recently retired in April of 2020. I loved my years of teaching students and always knew from a young age I wanted to be a teacher. But never did I dream that I'd become a published author of a children's book one day. When I was diagnosed with cancer, I looked around several bookstores and libraries for a book that I could read to my students that would help them understand what I was going through, but I couldn't find one. So in April of 2018, I took a life experience and started writing about it. I didn't think it would turn into anything, but as I kept writing my story about being diagnosed with cancer, I thought it was a good way for me to share what I was going through with my students and colleagues. Luckily, my sister-in-law was friends with a publisher, Krista Clive Smith, who started her own publishing company called Merrick Publishing Company. She read a rough draft of my story one day and said right away she thought I had a good idea, but it would need some work. She worked with me for an entire year, draft after draft, making changes, corrections, and constantly editing. About 34 drafts later, and over 20 Zoom meetings with her, we landed a story that would hopefully inspire others who may be going through a difficult time in their lives, or know someone who might be having a hard time battling cancer. Then it was off to find someone willing to take the time to illustrate 26 pages that would try to capture what I could see each page to look like, but getting her to see what I saw took another year. My illustrator, Lizia Klimenko, is from the Ukraine, and so not only was there a language barrier, but we only communicated through email, so page by page we would email each other down to the tiniest details. When she finished, it was off to lay the text onto the pages and then print some sample copies. From there, the publishing company finished up everything for me in a total of 2.5 years. And on October 26, 2020, my book, My Chameleon Teacher, went live on Amazon and is also available online at Barnes & Noble. I hope you get a chance to read my story. My book is based on a true story with my 4th grade class in the school year of 2018-2019. They were a very special class and really helped me through some tough days as I was getting chemotherapy to help me get better. I also lost my hair from the medicine that school year, which is the reason I named my book My Chameleon Teacher. I changed my wigs day to day, and my students never knew what teacher would show up in our classroom each morning. A chameleon symbolizes stability, patience, determination, curiosity, and fearlessness. Most chameleons change colors, highlighting life's inconsistencies and the importance of being adaptable and able to change when life gets hard. That's why I titled the book the way I did, because when something comes along in life that is hard, you have to have faith, determination to not give up, and be strong and courageous, which is my motto verse, Joshua 1:9.